Hey everyone. Today we're pleased to be here with Enrico, one of our students who's been live since the beginning of 2023. So far, Enrico's achieved impressive returns of over 48% with limited capital. He's here to share his story and experience with our Unger Academy training program. Hi Enrico, how are you doing?
Hi, Chelsea. Hi, everyone. All's well, thank you.
Well, we are delighted that you're here with us today.
Me too.
All right, to start out, we'd like to ask you to tell us a little bit about yourself, your work, and your daily activities.
Hi, yes, my name is Enrico. I'm 33 years old and live in Cassino, a small town in the province of Frosinone. I am an e-distribution technician by profession, and I live in Cassino with my partner Beatrice and her two children. And in my spare time, well, let's say I usually go to the gym, and I always like to learn new things. And this has led me to approach the world of trading about 3 years ago. I first approached Forex trading with classical technical analysis, but that later turned out to be completely disappointing. Really, completely.
And what were the challenges you had, or rather, what problems did you have before you joined our training program?
Well, the main problem was that I didn't have a solid, stable, and most importantly, reproducible method for dealing with trades on a daily basis. And my reasoning, it consisted of virtually nothing. And I was also at the mercy of emotionality, such as maybe I should enter earlier, or enter later, or maybe it'd be better to go out, and so on.
So you also had a, let's say, discretionary approach, right?
Yeah, my approach used to be entirely discretionary. And, well, let's say things were not going well at all.
And what made you choose our program?
I decided to join the Unger Academy program because it teaches a scientific method based on numbers. So it's robust, it's stable, and most importantly, replicable. And because I like programming, having to program algorithms and then work automatically on the market, well, that was the icing on the cake that made me choose your academy and your program.
That's an important change. And what made you choose our program among the many other options available on the market?
The fact that the Unger Academy method is basically a numbers-based method, so it's very solid and robust, and the fact that you have to program. And I am passionate about programming, and that made me choose this path, this method that you teach.
I got it. And after putting into practice what you learned in the different modules of the program, what were the results you achieved?
So the results were there. And the thing that helped me the most was the fact that once you put into practice everything that is explained, the fact that based on the tests, based on what you do, you know precisely the characteristics of the instrument. And then, based on that, you choose the most appropriate strategy for that instrument. And the beauty of it is that you can develop a strategy that addresses both the characteristics of the instrument and your psychological and emotional traits to deal with the market and the trades.
And was there a particular aspect of our program that helped you achieve those results?
Well, testing the strategies on the instruments has allowed me to first understand the instrument being traded, and secondly, finding the right characteristics to trade that underlying asset.
Okay. And how has your life changed? Not just economically, but also in terms of awareness after achieving these results?
Well, first of all, I'm getting results for the first time. So that isn't something to be taken for granted at all. And the results are getting better anyway. So I am thrilled and I'm pleased with the decision to go down your path.
Where do you think you'd be now if you hadn't chosen our program?
Well, I would undoubtedly have a lot less money. First, because the trades that I made were all completely wrong. So I would have lost a lot of money. And then for the money lost on somewhat deceitful courses that were held by not very serious people.
Makes sense. And finally, do you have any advice for people watching this interview and considering to join our program?
Oh, yes. If you don't want to waste time, especially money, and want to learn this profession seriously and professionally, it would help if you choose the Unger Academy, because it is the best on the market, both in terms of seriousness and profitability that you will see in your wallet.
Great. Thank you so much, Enrico.
Hey, thanks to you.
Thank you for sharing your time with us, and we wish you the best of luck with your trading.
Thank you very much. And thank you also to Unger Academy for continually creating wealth.
Thank you very much. Goodbye, everyone. See you soon.
Thanks. Bye-bye.